Hi, everyone. I'm Sophia, and welcome to our first IELTS Speaking Podcast episode. Today, we'll practice a very common topic, confidence. Let's get started and see how the same candidate responds at different levels. Let's start with the first attempt. Band 5.
Part 1. Introduction and Interview. Good afternoon. My name is Alex. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Hello. My name is Sophia.
Where are you from?
I'm from Iran.
Do you work or are you a student?
I'm a student. I'm 20 years old.
Do you think you are a confident person?
Not really. I feel nervous sometimes. I don't speak well in front of people.
Can confidence be learned?
Maybe. I don't know. Some people are confident. Some are not.
When do you feel most confident?
When I am alone, I feel okay, but with others, I feel scared.
Part 2. Long turn. Now, describe a situation when you felt confident.
One time in school, I answered a question in class. Teacher was happy. I felt good. It was small, but I felt confident.
Part 3. Discussion. Why do some people lack confidence?
Because they're shy or afraid. They don't speak.
How can people improve confidence?
Maybe practice. Speak more. That's all.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Now, let's move on to the second attempt, Band 7.
Part 1. Introduction and Interview. Good afternoon. My name is Alex. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good afternoon. My name is Sophia.
Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey. I'm 22 years old and currently focusing on improving my English skills.
Do you work or are you a student?
I'm a full-time student preparing for future academic studies.
Topic questions. Do you think you are a confident person?
I think I am reasonably confident. In familiar situations, I feel comfortable, but in front of large groups, I can feel nervous.
Can confidence be learned?
Yes, I believe confidence can be developed with practice and experience. Speaking more and facing challenges helps a lot.
When do you feel most confident?
I feel most confident when I'm well prepared. For example, before a presentation, if I've practiced, I feel ready and calm. The teacher and classmates responded positively. That moment helped me realize that preparation can increase confidence.
Part 2. Long turn. Now, describe a situation when you felt confident.
One time, I had to give a short presentation at university. I was nervous at first, but I had practiced many times. When I spoke, I felt calm and prepared. The teacher and classmates responded positively. That moment helped me realize that preparation can increase confidence.
Part 3. Discussion. Why do some people lack confidence?
Often, it's because they fear making mistakes or being judged. Limited experience in social situations can also affect confidence.
How can people improve confidence?
People can improve by setting small goals, practicing regularly, and gradually exposing themselves to challenging situations. Over time, this builds a more confident attitude.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Finally, let's move on to the third attempt, Band 7.5-8.
Part 1. Introduction and Interview. Good afternoon. My name is Alex. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good afternoon. My name is Sophia.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Japan, 25 years old, and currently focused on developing my academic and professional skills abroad.
Are you a worker or a student?
I'm a full-time student, and I also dedicate time to personal development and skill building for my future career.
Topic questions. Do you think you are a confident person?
Generally, yes. I consider myself confident in most situations, especially when I'm well prepared. I believe confidence grows from experience and continuous practice.
When do you feel most confident?
I feel most confident when I have clear preparation and understand the context. For instance, presenting a project I've thoroughly researched gives me assurance and composure.
Part 2. Long turn. Now, describe a situation when you felt confident.
A memorable instance was when I had to lead a group discussion on a challenging topic. Initially, I felt anxious, but my preparation and familiarity with the material gave me clarity. I was able to communicate my ideas effectively, respond to questions, and maintain control of the discussion. This experience reinforced my belief that confidence comes from both preparation and self-awareness.
Part 3. Discussion. Why do some people lack confidence?
Lack of confidence often stems from fear of failure or judgment. People may also underestimate their abilities or avoid challenging situations, which prevents growth.
How can people improve confidence?
Building confidence requires deliberate practice, self-reflection, and gradually taking on more challenging tasks. Learning from each experience and acknowledging progress fosters a sustainable and authentic sense of self-assurance.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Now, let's analyze the three performances and clearly see why the scores are different. At Band 5, the candidate can communicate basic ideas, but language control is limited. Key issues: very short and simple answers, frequent hesitation, maybe, I don't know, limited vocabulary, repeated words like confident, scared, good. Ideas are not developed, answers stop too early. Grammar is mostly basic, sometimes inaccurate. Overall impression: the examiner understands the message, but the speaker lacks confidence in both language and ideas, which directly affects fluency. This level sounds natural, but not exam-ready. In Band 7, we see a clear step up in quality. Strengths: answers are longer and better developed. Ideas are explained with examples. Vocabulary is more varied, reasonably confident, developed, preparation. Grammar is generally accurate. Fluency is smoother, with fewer pauses. Some answers are still safe and predictable. Ideas are logical, but not always deep. Less flexibility in Part 3 compared to higher bands. Overall impression: this candidate sounds confident, organized, and prepared, which fits a solid Band 7 performance. This is a realistic target score for many IELTS candidates. Band 7.5 to 8, why it sounds advanced. This performance feels natural, mature, and controlled. Key strengths: ideas are well structured and extended. Vocabulary is precise and flexible, nurtured, self-awareness, sustainable. Strong control of grammar with complex sentences. Clear progression of ideas, especially in Part 3. Confidence comes from clarity, not speed. What makes the difference is that the speaker reflects, analyzes, and evaluates. Answers feel authentic, not memorized. There's a balance between fluency and accuracy. Overall impression: this is the level where the examiner feels, yes, this person can function academically and professionally in English. This is what Band 7.5 to 8 confidence sounds like. Final message to the listener. Perfect for podcast ending. Confidence in IELTS speaking is not about speaking fast or using difficult words. It comes from clear ideas, good preparation, and knowing how to develop your answers. The higher the band, the more control you have over your language and over your thoughts. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of our IELTS Speaking Podcast. I hope this comparison helped you clearly see the difference between Band 5, Band 7, and Band 7.5 to 8 performances. If you found this episode useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future speaking practice and real exam simulations. Also, feel free to share this podcast with your friends who are preparing for IELTS. Learning together makes the journey easier and more motivating. Good luck with your IELTS preparation, and I'll see you in the next episode.